in such a brilliant way.
It's the comedy trio of the Three Stooges I think we've got going on right there. It's quite entertaining to see the little battles back and forth throughout a death segment.
We will be bringing our third Stooge on. I've been hitting him up in the DMs, slid on in there, and he's just getting some food and water in him, but we will be getting to hear the insights of Mr. Hampus, fresh off of his victory against Maus in our first best of 3, probably by map 2. So if you've got anything to do, I recommend you get it done prior to Ancient.
Now, ask me if I was Hampus what I would do on Ancient.
So Hampus, what would you do on Ancient?
Just go B.
Just go B.
That's what he said, and we'll see if he sticks to that. But LFO, the Aussies that can, hopefully they could, and maybe they would, as they make their way out long. The 1x bet odds are favouring Entropiq indeed. Now, information gathered here. Entropiq are pushed lower, they pushed upper tunnels. Alien's even starting to skirt around middle. They know what's clear. They've also just checked over towards the car position. Nobody home, and Crab with a defensive smoke to deploy.
Right, well, he gets the info, doesn't opt to deploy the smoke, and instead decides to underhander around the site. He can peek wide on that, and does give him some freedom to even jump up for info over these on the edge. It's a bit of the smoke.
Would have loved to silence USB for that one, huh?
Certainly. Well, Alien's equipped with one as well, but they have completely repelled the invaders, and now I'm getting nervous. Licky, Savage, 2 smokes to deploy.
I want to say tucked in there, Sterling. I understand you have the P250, but need your teammates' help here. There's the smoke. Where's the flash?
Where is that flash? 3 posted up, but now the frags are coming in. They're getting chipped away out. We do need a long-range Glock or get across. Okay, well, step 1 achieved. No casualties, albeit walking wounded. They are up towards the A site, and that is what Hazard was looking for. Alien's gone. Crowd locked on Gandalf. Nothing more than the P2K. No wizardry here. Sterling, another one. And the CTs are running out of players. Forrester, however, has been a real beacon for the Entropiq boys, and no doubt hot favourites in this. Still looking like a spotless T-pistol. Just the one casualty. Not bad, .jpeg.
I'm loving that, actually. And the fact that they stalled out, they took their time. There was multiple different movements in that round right there. They were baiting our util, they were taking their time, and they have smiles on their face, and behind them is Ben, the legend, as he's been dubbed.
Ben Savage.
Now, look, Kasab was first I'd ask him if he knows how the game works. We've had conversations with Ben. The amount of interest that Ben has in his son and this game, it is off the bloody rocker here.
And I was talking to him earlier today with Hampus, and he said, you know, boys, I might be taking some timeouts.
Oh, is that how we sound, is it?
Not how he sounds. That was my Chad Birchall. Sorry. But regardless, he said, I didn't want to do it on the first time.
Yeah.
But they didn't call any. And he's like, you know, sometimes they just need to catch their breath. I'm thinking they need to, you know, just
I'm loving it.
So we might actually see Ben's first ever timeout as a coach.
It doesn't even need to say anything. He just needs to make sure they call it.
They call one, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see how far these Julies get Mr. Nickelback, because he's really one of the only equipped members here.
Ooh.
They are. That's from the new case too. The
Dual
Dreams of Nightmares. I opened plenty of those, so if you want some of those too, I can give them to you.
All right, mate, hook us up.
There's a real bunch of skins I don't want at the moment.
Oh, I'll be the little Hoover.
Well, I love the amount of rifles that LFO have bought into here as well.
Now, this is a smoke I haven't seen before. Is it Australian smoke?
Well, yes, it's from down under.
I've been to the London under.
Okay, late Xbox smoke from Mr. Savage from top mid. A flash for his teammates to scurry on behind as well. And if they go to short, Alex, they will have to get past Lackey first. Flying colours.
How is Hazard? Okay, I was going to say, how is Hazard going in first with 7 HP? Respect the hustle. Yeah, Lackey does eventually go down.
Oh, way
lots of damage dealt to them. What's going on? Forrester's hitting every dink with the USP. They can't lose this. They can't. They're going to. Okay, Licky, 2 HP.
30 seconds.
Squeaky bomb time for the Aussies as they sprint to B. Forrester is such a little demon. Continues up. I swear he's hit 4 or 5 of those clicks.
Have to jump across it. There's no smoke for the door.
And that Galil's actually perfect. It could and was trained on the doors. He gets across, and now Savage at least gets the bomb down and has health. Licky in support, but for how long? Oh, wow. Finds it nice, just hidden, and Licky on for an ace.
Got that. A lot of the 2 HP there on that kill. That's a massive frag to find. Forrester picking this up. He's good.
Licky. Oh, gives it to him. Savage should have this on lock. No armor on Forrester. But they have made this hurt. Entropiq reminding LFO early that this will not be a walk in the park. This will be a jog in the Colosseum. There you go. He takes it 2-0. And Savage keeps a sigh of relief out of his lungs.
Yeah, that one's nice. Nice one to pick up there with how dicey it got. So, yeah, securing this second, they're going to have to go for a lot of rebuys. As I mentioned throughout that round, there was a lot of rifles, and I was about to tell you why I liked it, but it's not going to matter now, is it? This is from the pistol round, and then we made it into this, the dink coming up short just here. So, biffing and bopping, but getting it nonetheless. Unfortunately for them, it's going to mean a scout for Sterling, Khalil's again, and light on Util. So, both teams with average-looking buys as we do get play back underway.
Big from Licky to find that. It could have really got awkward had he gone down on that low HP without and getting run down by 2.
Oh, there's one nade, and we saw how much nade damage LFO caught just the other day, right? They were being peppered consistently by utility damage. So let's see, because as the Dust mentioned, this is more of a learning experience for them. If they've learned anything, let's see if they're able to chop and change and adapt to what's been thrown their way in previous matches.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bang on. We actually heard from our resident analyst, Ben. He was seeing just how much damage they were taking from the nades, and that one looks a bit more destined for greatness. Licky will eat a full HE and throws one back for a bit of revenge.
Now, one of the plays here that I've seen LFO go for, which is a bit more unorthodox, is once they drop the hinge smoke, they actually try and go mid to be off the hinge smoke, because it's counterintuitive to do so. I think they try and think they catch their opponents off guard, but that's great from Lackey. Licky's down.
Lackey onto Licky. And another as Hazza caught on the mantle. Wasn't quite as precise of a move as it could have been.
Yeah, this one's getting stopped in its tracks before it really gets started here for LFO. Great defense now from Entropiq as they can start to settle into this.
Yeah, Savage is going to actually go for a one-man mission. This takes a lot of confidence, but it's a necessary evil. He walks into long, jiggles it out, and confirms that that part of the map is not occupied. It's theirs for the taking. Apoc to join, Sterling Moon walking out of mid as well. So as they continue to progress, I'm taking a look at the stock.
Yeah, they can double smoke the cross. They can also molly the... Maybe they save now. 20 seconds left. Probably not worth giving it all up. A dink. Oh, they have... looks like they have to concede this. Savage will get something done, but tucking out and holding on to these to at least have another crack, yeah, sure, is going to be the $1,400 loss bonus coming through for the teammates, so bottom of the barrel. But if Savage survives, he can drop in a...
Never mind bottom of the barrel, Chad. This could be Nickelback going to the bottom of the bottle. Charging towards that long room, and Forrester even clear. Okay, all good. Everyone's fine. 2 rifles saved.
I wouldn't mind right now for Savage to drop an AK across, right? That means they're going to have 3 AK-47s available right there and maybe some light utility, but this was 2 deaths that went unresponded, right? Licky not expecting a player close because I think the scout spam came through, so weren't expecting 2 players mid, right? You can understand why, but not ready for it. They did drop an AK, so Savage hooking a teammate up of Apoc. Now, a lot of you would have seen the tweets yesterday, obviously the conversation about Apoc, because we did LFO on day 1, and I gave a bit of a history lesson. Apoc was playing Counter-Strike back when I started. He is a veteran of the Australian scene. He went overseas for 1.6. He played Source. He's done it all, and he's been playing... he was in Winter Fox as well.
Oh, yeah. Was that Winter Fox with, like, Lex and Anger?
No, yeah, it was like an Aussie import. Dexter was in the team. Offnu was in the team. A couple names like that. Oh, 2 tags here. That's nice from Elian. Need to follow through. More chip damage done. But it's so wild that I am now casting Apoc. After all the years that I watched him in Team Immunity, I watched him go overseas with Sequential. Like, it's crazy. And
I love that he's also in a position where he can have genuine influence on the next generation. Trying to walk in those very same footsteps. Of course, different time, different generation. There was a different field of play, and they're just walking through this. No stray bullets here.
Old school phase strat, this one, I think.
Yeah, and actually, Forrester's jiggle has to be wide, and they get away with it. A good flash, better frag, and Lackey with Nickelback combined for a double. They're running out of players. Savage finds a head. Forrester finding 2 dead, and now, yeah, just Savage. Too many men. Forrester is a real threat. Like, every round we've seen him with any opportunity to contribute, he has.
A lot of people would say that Elian is the best player in this team. That would be true online. Forrester is the best player on this team on LAN. Like, without a doubt. This guy's just so solid. He is so solid. It's great to see his awareness of the situations. He's always finding impact. Great to see. These are, the tag come on through and then the nade followed. And this here, you can understand Lackey, right? He knows that it's a mid to B split. He times this well. Has the util going off behind him to make sure they can't push on through the tunnels. And they isolate it into 2 separate fights. And that's why that was so easy to win. This one should be 2. Licky, he's taken a lick of damage early, and they've also lost complete control of upper dark.
What do you call this strategy here?
This is the hang out and have a chat strat.
Ah, yeah. Existence timeout.
We're having a powwow, a chin wag, waffling on.
It's very foodie.
I've run out of them.
I mean, I guess ideally we're not.
Oh, they're playing football.
Oh,
they want to play with them. Ooh. Guys.
Oh!
Guys. Come on now.
Come on, can't have fun in a video game. Serious business.
To be fair, I have seen Entropiq outside kicking the football around in a circle, so maybe they're not inclusive, maybe they don't want to play with others.
Yeah. Certainly going to be walking this one in. Lucky to keeping the scout on his toes. Elian unwilling to pull the trigger just yet, and has it. If he can go for the goal, I reckon goal is outside B tons. If he can get it out of the tons, I reckon he get. Oh! The goalie shows up. Maybe we can get a score.
Oh! It's in!
Goal!
It's in!
Brilliant left foot from Sterling. That actually sounds like a real
Does do.
left foot from Sterling. Back of the net.
Well, they've had their fun, and now let's see if they can have some more. 3-2 the score reads, 3 on the trot here for Entropiq, but now we get into the gunnies, and unfortunately in the last 3 rounds of play, only 1 death considered in each. This is where LFO are going to have to start getting some action. Now, APOC currently 0-5, but yesterday in Dust2 is finding a lot of impact. Entering nice, able to crack open some rounds. And there it is, the replay of just against the box. Yeah, it's difficult. Flash out mid. Nickelback has a look. Licky didn't show himself, so stalling out into a standard default spread. Savage long. Hazard coming through the lower dark tunnels. APOC took out some damage done onto Forrester there. They'll have to tuck tail and dip on back. Now they can start working on this mid control. Smoke's either side of things. It's going to hold them at bay for now. It's actually CT smoke just there, so they're going to use that, help them get on up, help them save a bit more utility if they don't want to go for an A execute. Multiple members, and you see they're clearing out angles that they've just been felled by, so already adapting on the fly here. They get this short control. Savage to be late long. We've got Ellie and Nickelback on the side, and that's where the main assault should be coming on through.
Now, what will be the cue? It's nice to have gotten that nade out of the way, or Licky would have rather avoided the 40 damage he has stomached.
This is the problem, right? And something that I had a real hard time learning. Like, once I would get territory as the in-game leader, sure, that was fine. But if they disallowed me to execute, well, the mid-rounding gets real difficult. It's one of the hardest things, I think, to learn in Counter-Strike, especially at this top level. But back to long they go.
Yeah, and Krad's been hanging out here for a while. He's got Savage to lead the pack. It looks like APOC's going to dump Util and draw attention. Nickelback and Elian at least looking elsewhere. So it is just that 3v1 for Krad. Ready in the off angle. One and done. Not bad. Hazard provides. Elian needs one. Finds it and then some. Nickelback one and done as well on the AWP. Double for Hazard. Does push in. Licky needs it and Elian's a problem. Cleans it up. Neat and tidy. Triple out of Elian on the rifle.
Yeah, and picks up his AWP as well. So he gets everything he wanted in that round and even more. And unfortunately for LFO, they are going to sit flat, right? They might need some long spawns, which they have right now on Savage, but they won't be having a buy behind it. How are they going to operate? Around 3,400 coming into the bank balance, but yeah, the trading was good, just unable to trade in their favor. So you can see just some deals coming out, not even a piece of util brought up. So when you go for a round like this on the T side, you are just searching for heads, right? And well, the long space has been garnered quite quickly by Savage. He can call some teammates, but they'll have to hit a scorcher up towards Krad.
Scradu's faction.
He's at the top of the site. A little jump, a little look.
Any Deaglemeisters from Oz? We got any?
Oh, there's been some over time.
Cannoners. Let's have a look. Sterling. Oh, it's not far off the money. It's into the shoulder blade. He's off to the osteopath.
Look at that.
It's not bad either. He loves this smoke and.
Oh, they're turning for a flash.
Staring at walls. Savage has found one head with his Deagle, but I'm afraid that's where the story likely to end as they double swing into an AWP. And, well, Elian isn't gonna have any of that. Nicely done. 4 kills for him, so back-to-back multi-kill rounds from him as he's punishing LFO's gathering towards long.
You saw the desk pointing it out, the 16-0 loss for LFO against Entropiq in one of the online tournaments they were playing in the 16-6 on Ancient as well. That doesn't spell good news.
Oh, I also just realized, you remember SEO was telling us that Elian has a much higher rating against teams outside of the top 30.
True.
What about teams outside of the top 90?
I think they're ranked 94th, right? Yeah, so let's see just how much Elian wants to farm. He might actually help his land stats a bit.
Truth. truth.
But let's see. I guess this must just be the confidence to take certain fights, right? And that's something that players have to come to terms with.
I would agree that confidence probably plays a part in it, but it's also, I reckon, he must have some habits that are only regularly, habitually punished by those that are above him in the pecking order.
Sure, I get what you're saying.
Oi, there's a nice one. Ready for the boost. Sterling was there, hit the tag. Alien's just a little quicker. LFO hopes starting to dwindle in this one early as the opening kills either side of the map. Apoc slow to start.
Now, what we did talk about the other day when we were casting LFO, they were doing a good job in finding opening kills. I think out of like the first 13 rounds, they'd managed 9. And it was good, but the problem was they weren't able to convert off of it. A lot of it came on low buy or deagle rounds. And here they've already stomached 2 deaths. So it just becomes even harder to operate. And just take a look at the way Entropiq are playing. They're not giving anything up, right? They're doing this by the book. They're making sure they're reserved. They're giving the respect to LFO. And, well, that respect might just see them melted here through the flames.
Yeah, I'm going to check in on util damage. Alien's having fun and games. And this is going to be a great example for LFO to feel the full wrath of Alien as well. This is where he does his nasty work. Accelerating quickly towards top of the scoreboard, 11 for him, and it looks like a grand total of maths is hard, 12 for the entirety of LFO. Good shots to start us off. Unfortunate as well from Sterling. You can't help but feel a little robbed as you only see his upper body in the boost position and still leave with a tag. It must have been through the box or the corner of the wall. Pace to this and long.
They're just going to keep charging. They can't stop. They need to keep going. They need to keep scaling.
They are. Nickelback will be there, and they're responding quickly. The B-rotate completely abandons. And Krad needs help. Great find. Long range from Savage, and they can just go back to the drawing board on that one. That's not bad. You're forced to rotate. You know the CTs are not going to be in their initial positions.
This is good now. Xbox Smoke is going to telegraph that they are falling back here, so Licky trying to give them a bit more room to work with right now. If they Scarpa up short, they still have a smoke on Hazard and a flash for Licky, so they can take this space quite quickly. Long has just been retaken by the CTs, and Forrester, well, I think he knows what's up. Short could be the play. This is quite limbo right now. If they smoke bridge, they flash, they go. It's still going to be hard, and they've been denied.
Yeah, I mean, Dust2 has... I feel a bit silly saying it, but Dust2 has evolved in that sense. The utility damage and the reactions with these smokes just leave you feeling like you're in a bit of a pickle. Everyone is so on top of things in terms of rotting that clock. Your bridge smoke exploited, your jumps foul, and a horrible death to concede. Apoc, though, actually let one slip through. It was Hazard. And there we go.
Yeah, they're putting their bodies on the line for that CT drop, weren't they? But 7-2, and this is getting away from them very, very quickly here. Need to see them put up a bit more of a fight. Captain Obvious still in the server here today. Sterling back into the big green.
Taking be without him.
Yeah, look, nowhere really.
Yeah, they are getting absurdly close to max money, which is always a very clear indicator as to the lay of the land and the state of affairs. You can see actually in that round recap, the most casualties we've seen in this 7-round run.
And we're out long, and there's a pick already.
Oh, do excuse me. Sucked into the scoreboard. I missed the opening kill.
Straight from the replays into the opening pick, and we're back in the same story. So get back to your scoreboard, mate.
Yeah, I was just talking about the maximum damage we've seen out of LFO, and it has. Oh, they haven't passed 2 kills. 2 in any of these rounds with the weaponry. Let's see if they can kind of shift and buck that trend. Admittedly, Alien is a force to be reckoned with on long. Krad has passed his multiple tests.
Yeah.
Oh, very lined up as I do a unintentional Santa Claus.
It wasn't bad, was it? Pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
Santa's coming not too far away from now. Christmas comes quick around these parts. Did you hear that Yanko's karaoke song was Total Eclipse of the Heart?
I did. I can't imagine. I can't believe I haven't seen it. Oh, wait, a missed shot from Elliot. If he were hit the wall back, you'd be onto something. Sterling and Licky partner up to go 2v3. Now 2v2. Double smoke on the cross. I mean, they are crossing the T's, and Lackey. Oh, okay. Sterling's not giving up without a fight. Yeah, he will. Opts for the AWP for this one, and wise to use the car just to be unpredictable through the smoke spam.
He doesn't know how close he is, so...
Oh, is he going to just over...
safe.
Oh, I like the fake. I like the fake. Go on, Sterling. Right to think it, but Lucky's still good at the punish. And there we have it. 8 now for Entropiq. They have 1 out of the half before round 11 commences.
And now it's about how much they can add on top. How much cream do they want on the coffee? And that's Elian flashed on up. The flashes were good, right? If you're APOC, you're entering out, you're doing what you're meant to do, but just catching the unlucky side of things there. Dealt with it. Some good shooting out of Sterling, but down to the Deagles, and it's just going to be some nades behind it here. So default spready is the look. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? That, you know, that you can see they're not ready for it. They're trying to drop guns. They're trying to make it all come together. A little bit unfortunate indeed. Licky, he's going to be hearing this noise towards long behind the flames. The bullets confirm his suspicions, but there's 3 players over towards B. Elian's close CT, Lucky and Forrester are dealing with B, and even Nickelback playing close short, so mid is not the avenue right now that of ease. Yeah, not getting any traction going. Maybe one of Ben's timeouts could be useful in the next gunny, like quite legitimately.
Yeah.
The problem is as well, like, look, you don't want to upset the apple cart if you're there, right? Because he's mainly there for moral support, right? But I think here that's one of the things. You know, you guys all saw him in the interview yesterday. It seems like that's the type of moral support I'd want, right? And I would have to believe that he has a great relationship with his son to be here with him overseas.
But he's also probably, you know, more than aware that there is a... It's not like he's providing strategical benefits. He's just well aware that a 30-second cool-off period could lead to a more calculated and well-executed round. That's nice from Lackey. I love the bait onto Elian, but he's far too wise to your games. Licky takes him down. Now that is something that Elian can smoke.
Oh.
Nickelback smokes 2. There's a 3rd as well. Just APOC and another death ascribed to him. Make it 9.
Okay, well...
And max money for Lackey. Anyone want anything? Going to the shops.
Splurging right now. Filling that trolley with all the goodies.
How did their Dust2 go yesterday? I know it was bad.
LFO?
Yeah, because they had the Inferno, which was a bit better against G2, but I think Dust2...
They cropped up 2 Dust2s, I believe.
Okay, yeah. See, Fnatic, was that the Dust2?
Yeah, so, but Fnatic comes with a special little caveat, doesn't it?
It does, but they've won it against Fnatic. That was the win, that's right. I remember we got all excited about that.
Out long again, here we go. Crowd at least not going to be able to lock them out of long this time. They can boost on the blue bin. They can start to pop on up and ready for the reaggress. But it doesn't seem like an issue if Entropiq lose long. They have so many little jarring responses. The aggressive plays, Nickelback on the catwalk, having a confident AWP Elian who can just float around middle and won't be denied by simple smokes. And even Forrester gearing up for what could be an aggressive upper dark play. The bomb starting to head all the way back. So, yeah, like I mentioned, it doesn't matter to Entropiq that they don't have long. They'll retake it late. They don't seem to have too many qualms. Another smoke dropped, and the rotation coming in. Licky, Sterling, Savage. That is the 3 who are about to join that of APOC.
Okay. Hazard's going to be faking this with a double smoke. I'm excited to see if this actually does, you know, maybe they can fake out the Entropiq boys.
Well, Lucky's about to push into lower tunnels here, so he's going to get all the info. He's going to continue to clear. He will clear no matter what's getting called on A.
Yeah, but it would be lovely if he only sees 1. Problem. Lucky solves the mystery and actually doesn't need any help. 3 of the 4 residing there, and that one is bitter. Really no fun, and Crad even gets you on the jiggle. We've seen LFO with a nice change of plan. You know, like they were trying to exploit a rotate. Lackey doing his necessary work. Those sweeps in for the clear despite the smokes arriving, and
yeah,
that.
Just looking to save here, but they want to hunt him down. And now that they know where the AWP is, look at Forrester's position already pushing up through suicide. I think Licky's done for this world in this round of play. There you have it. Forrester, precise as you like. 10-2.
No double AWP, not interested.
No, and look, this is just functioning way too well right now. If I'm Hooch, if I'm the coach of Entropiq, I'm happy with this. They're going through the paces. They're not really overstepping the mark. They're definitely taking some liberties. But yeah, we've spoken about that timeout situation, and one has been called. So I'm curious to know if Ben's been the one to get this one in motion. But it's about time. It is about time. Look, APOC's going to be quite unhappy with how things are going right now. He's not finding any traction for the team. But they can still turn this around. Hope dies last.
Yeah, and I did just jump in to check how that G2 game went. They got 4 rounds on their T side against G2.
Okay, well, let's see if they can get 5, shall we?
Well, bingo. Let's see if they can do one better in that. Now, finances aren't dreamy, and quite the contrary for their opponent, as we've discussed, and is Captain Obvious once again puts his headset on.
Yeah, look, it's so difficult over there because you're trying to problem solve on the fly, and it's problem solving with answers that you don't have yet. You know, you're still having to discover those answers, and you're discovering them the hard way.
Puzzle is ages 18 and up, and you're 14.
Yeah, yeah. But let's see. Look, they've gone into another partial investment here. That timeout, if it profits them with anything looking a little bit more spicy, you're going to be happy with it.
I don't know what kind of puzzle would be 18 plus. Ah, I can think of it. I can imagine.
One you'd get from a special type of
store, yeah. With the DVDs in the back.
Yes.
And that's a nasty way for Licky to go down. Now, they know the AWP's mid, and he's managed to find himself safe and indeed sound. The counter util's not bad. The flash is better. If Alien goes down,
yep,
there is grounds for a B take. And Lackey quick to remove them. Forrest is there, and yet it's his site. It really is. It's far too easy. Entropiq floating through ethereally into the next half with nearly a whole bag of rounds. We've got 11, closing in on the necessary 16. We'd love to see, as we discussed, at least replicating a competitive T half. We saw them get 11-4 over up against G2 and in their game against the boys. Fnatic.
Yeah, look, that one there...
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Well, we can talk about it. They
got 7, Chad.
Yeah, it's just Fnatic they're a mess.
A mess.
They're a mess right now. I think a mess is the best word to attest to them. But here we go. Elian with another new look. He's not hanging around mid anymore. That's one of the problems, right, Alex? They just went from mid to B, and they identified straight away where the AWP was. So you know that it's likely going to be a 3B. Well, there's a chance for a 3B, not likely. But here we go again. Man, the fact that you get to hold A with Krad, who hardly feels pressured as the long anchor, the AWP getting to float around the map, Nickelback gets the posture, mid, short. Nightmare fuel. Absolute nightmare fuel. I would hate to be trying to call my way out of this hole.
Yeah, and I think part of the line of questioning for LFO could be just, why Dust2?
These are the questions, aren't they? Look at the graphite, look at it. That AWP is half the age of some of the players in the server.
Special place in my heart, that one. It's the first skin I bought myself.
Oh, treat yourself.
Yeah, and I was on an ESL salary back then.
That was... They're probably like the month or 2 months to buy that one? What?
Yeah, pretty much actually. I think Lauren paid half.
There you go. All right, well, Savage, this is your chance.
Go on, Lackey.
I can't charge through. Don't have a smoke for extinguish. Yeah, it's just... I don't know, Alex. 20 seconds left.
You know how they haven't rotated? I think it's just because they don't need help. Forrester does not need help. A massacre on the tons, and essentially it's just a question of who are we going to run into next. Apoc really is having, as you said, a living nightmare.
Alex, I have to say something. Oh, thank God. I have to say something. I think we're the problem. I want to suggest this. Yeah. For this final round here, don't say a word.
All right.
Let it play out.
All right.
Let some of those viewers at home have their wet dream, and let's just allow this to play out, and maybe, just maybe, we're the problem.
Caster, stop talk. Okay,
yeah, so let's see. Everybody, enjoy the sounds of Counter-Strike.
And we're off to the break. That is it, Chad. You're bang on. It was all us. I'm so sorry what we've done, LFO. We're going to have a very silent second half if that's the case, but I'll catch you after the break. Entropiq 12, LFO 3.
Nothing city.
Get off short, get off short.
Yep.
Okay. I'm
We can
trying to
swing
lab, yeah?
soon if you want.
Yeah, we can swing right.
Ready?
Swing right. Three,
Three.
2, 1, go.
Oh my gosh, dead. Get off, get off.
Dead shot. In the open.
Hello everybody, welcome back to ESL Pro League. Absolutely nothing's changed. Myself and Chad hanging out here for Entropiq versus LookingForOrg. 12 already in the bank. Chad?
Yes?
You know that, Chad, you know there's a cough button.
I do.
Chad, please press it if you're clearing your throat.
Look, Alex, we have a little bit of surprise for everybody playing at home. We have a gentleman by the name of Hampus joining us here.
Everybody?
There we go. Hampus, look, it was a 12-3 first half. They're screwed, aren't they? Okay, all right. Here we go.
I mean, it's doable. It's doable.
It's doable, all right. Yeah. That's the positivity we need to get into the second half.
The boys.
And that's the thing, you've been chatting to Ben, haven't you? We've heard some stories. How is Ben going to fit in as a coach? You giving him any advice?
Yeah, I told him just to scream as much as he can.
Okay,
just
perfect.
make the other team afraid, you know?
Yo, we were talking to him earlier and he said he might call a timeout.
Yeah.
Ben called his first timeout last half. Yep, we got a full Coach Ben timeout and maybe you can learn a thing or two.
We're already in.
Yeah, Licky's got the opening kill. Bit of aggression here. Long control taken. Now, Hampus, you said you don't play this map.
Yeah.
So it's going to be maybe a little bit hard for you to theorize on what you and the NIP boys would do.
But he's probably seen...
So I play the map, yeah?
Okay, all right.
Probably seen people go long on the pistol before.
That's true.
Yeah, but they have 2 flashes, 1 smoke only.
Yeah, no double smoke for the cross, and it does look like...
The CTs have a flash, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Where is he? So CT, yeah, this is hard for the Ts.
There's the flash, or rather the nade. Licky, good for it. Maybe if Crad loses that bomb, we're looking at a 4th here. LFO looking for a strong start. 2 frags to the good already, but Crad is solving problems, popping heads, and Lackey's ready for trouble. Hazard's had a mare.
Oh, dearie me.
Not over yet, though.
You want 2 there?
Savage 1 HP, that's not fun. To Sterling, probably, to contest that bomb. The boost is nice.
Sterling is a good pistol player, I know.
Yeah, he's been looking...
So you want him in this situation.
Okay, Sterling. Ooh, hello, Hampus, the Prophet. Needs another, though, for his Sterling. Looking for his 10th.
Hey!
I know my guys. I know my guys.
There it is. Hampus calls it, and it happens. That is going to be both pistol rounds and the 4th round. So
They won the first pistol as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is,
but let's hope they have a good start. Let's hope they get a good start here.
take a look at the round recap, Hampus. This is a little bit like your T-side looked.
Yeah. Hey.
NIP, a T-side team now.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought? Oh, that's a big shot from Licky there to kick things off. But that's what we were talking about your T-side before. We can probably start digging into them. Is this you and DJL, or is it all Hampus?
It's more DJL than Hampus, I would say.
Okay, all right.
It's also threat. You know, we still have threat, so now it's more like a mix of threat and Daniel. So yeah, I basically just do what they tell me to do during the games.
All right. Well, right now we've got Entropiq who have forced sport in off the back of the plan.
He has an AWP on second round.
Oh, he does.
That's not every day you see this.
This is crazy. Okay, well, they're not going to expect this,
Yeah,
right?
he should get a free kill at least here.
Yeah, it's just going to be Elian probably getting a bit too mobile with that scout. They got 3 down lower, so Licky's going to spot something here. I love the frag.
Oh. There's the AWP.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. No problem. APOC bodyguards, and yeah, just like that.
Clean.
Okay, we're liking what we're seeing here early. The LFO story, if they could come back into this,
Oh, God.
wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I mean, what did they come in with the T-side with? It was a 12-3 half.
Oh, this is looking flawless as well. They're going to get upgrades into the AKs, the Galil's beautiful. This is a dream right now. Actually, it is Forrester alive. He's been looking real good.
Yeah, he's been very good.
Looking real good.
He played great versus us as well.
Yeah, he really did.
We had a hard time handling him on overpass.
He's a real gamer. And he was a real threat even just with USP. So now Lil up against 5 Aussies and already taken half of his health gone. The bomb is in Hazard's domain, and Forrester, though he is a threat, should be going down here without too much more of a peep.
Yeah, important to stay 5 alive here.
Avoid the damage.
Yep. Yeah, good for the money.
Well, they're going to be full eco, right?
They can easily make this comeback now. They have good money, now they survive 5 again.
Yeah.
And then they can afford to lose 1 or 2 and still have guns every round, you know?
So this is the eco, right? Here we expect the conversion as long as they keep it clean and tidy, don't give away a plant or anything too crazy. So should see themselves get up to 6. It's that next gun round, right? This is what you're talking. The next gun round, and then it should be able to snowball. But look, honestly, if you were to put a percentage on this, if you were to look at these guys, you think, what's their chance against Entropiq? Last time they played, by the way, they lost 16-0, 16-6.
16-6.
They did against Entropiq?
Yeah, online.
These are land boys.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, I can tell. These are land boys. Isn't one of the guys like 34 or something?
Yeah, APOC.
Yeah.
Look, he was playing back in Australia before I was playing.
Really?
Yeah. He's gone overseas for 1.6.
That's so respectable. I like this.
Yeah.
But I think, to be fair, like they looked pretty good yesterday on this map against Fnatic, so I think easily they can lock it down.
Okay, we are on Alex's side. I kind of have grabbed the Fnatic
Every
results
time
and I've gone, who cares?
But also, like Entropiq, they had a hard loss yesterday against me.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I think they really need to bounce back and show, they really want to show they're the better team here as well. So I think they play better than yesterday.
No, they're pretty reserved on first half, right? They didn't give away too many.
Oh, Starling.
No. Well, I mean, it's a
I
plan.
lost one of these today.
It's a plan. It's only a couple of deegs. Yes, you
you
did.
did.
Yes, you did.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, burning at the least, but yeah, this is getting a bit weird.
They need to deal with Nickelback here, right? Xbox, if he gets anything done, that's a problem.
Yeah.
APOC. Oh, not APOC. And okay. Elliott's dead too.
Yeah.
That should fall into place now. It's only the one casualty.
Sir.
Okay, problem solved.
The man.
The man? You like his stash?
Yeah, I like him. Just like him. All about him I like.
Okay. All right, well, that is the 6.
It's something about the Aussies and just pronounceable.
This round is the game, I think. This round is the game.
The game, the whole game on this round.
I'm calling it.
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
That's what Ben's saying too.
Yeah. Probably.
I love the cape. I once donned the cape. Look, I didn't have a branded cape. I just had an Australian flag, but I still respect it. I definitely respect it.
Yeah, like +2 points in the confidence with the cape.
It looks more like a superhero, of course.
You ever dressed up for Halloween, Hampus?
Yeah, a couple of times, but I won't say. I won't say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will leave it here as a secret.
Oh, a mystery. Okay.
Yeah.
If
you see me on Halloween, you'll know.
Oh, right. I'm off to Sweden on the 31st.
All right, free long control here.
Right, well.
Yeah. But LookingForOrg, they did this very good yesterday. They just gave them long, and then when they executed to the site, they threw like 3 Molotovs. We call it Spirit, I remember.
Okay.
When we played Dust2. So they just cycle the Molotovs and the HEs, and then the smokes has faded, and they can't really do anything.
So that's why they prioritize a few more HEs here on the CT side?
Yeah.
And the only issue they could possibly...
It will happen now. So when they throw the smokes now, they will just be firing the ramp.
So how do they guarantee though that it's the cross, right? If it's if they come now, right? If they were to go to the 50-second mark and they dump all their nades, they're going to have, they're going to get caught off guard, right?
Well, this is a interesting smoke.
That's CT smoke there, yeah?
Yeah. Delays them a bit, I guess, but I would have thrown it differently.
What, closer towards the crossover?
Maybe throw it when they come.
Okay. It's a bit premature.
Yeah.
Here they come.
The first Molotov.
Yeah. Oh, but he does lose his life in the process. Forrester
That did not happen yesterday.
Yeah, he's ruining some days. Tucked in on the site already. Gives him a lot of room to get the rest across.
Sterling. Yeah, it's up to Sterling now. He needs 3.
Oh, Forrester is such a nuisance.
He's so good, man.
He really is. And he seems to be coming into his own in the LAN environment.
Yeah, really.
Okay, well, that's the game, right?
Yeah.
Should we tell him to just go to Ancient?
I think so.
Okay, well, we do have Ancient next, and I'm really excited to pick your brain because
Ancient is a map.
Yeah, and that's why we're happy to have you here because obviously me and Rush in the team speak that Rush has, we have a couple of your quotes. We love your quotes because we love Ancient.
Yeah.
Now, the first one that we heard that we liked was the one where you said, just go B.
Yeah.
That was one of the favorites. And then
I want to defend myself on this one.
Okay.
Because I had only played 0 pracs on Ancient when I say this.
Yeah.
And 1 official game. And we won.
Okay.
We just went B.
Yeah, well, it did work.
Yeah,
Oh
my
Forrester, you bully!
Yeah,
Leave him alone, he's got a family!
This one might be quick, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the game last time. It was against Fnatic, and we just went B. It was very easy, I remember. So that's why I said this. And then we played better ancient teams.
And then
you couldn't just go B.
No.
He gave an interview after that. Actually, I'm going to find the direct quote. We genuinely have this. I'm going to find it.
Throwing it in his face.
I'm not throwing it in his face.
I like this. I
we
like
have
this.
them written down because we like it.
Yeah.
Me and Russia Hampers fans.
Wait, are you actually just jumping in the TS?
Yeah.
Find the
I wanna
quote.
find
Respect,
it.
respect.
Yeah.
Plus 1 thumbs, man.
Give me a
Plus 1
second.
thumbs.
Yeah. Take your time.
Should be able to connect here. You can come join us on this TS at any time. Don't say the IP.
Don't you
though,
dare.
Hampers. Don't say the IP.
Okay. So that's the IP, should I not say
No,
this?
this is the IP. Don't say this. That is genuinely the IP.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
It's very insecure. I had a load of Swiss people join blasting music yesterday.
Oh,
That was weird.
that's not ideal.
Watch out, Rushley. Keep your eyes on that. And so, I don't really think I've got much to say. See, this is the life of a caster here.
Yeah, but they're doing it good, looking forward. Like they're gambling towards the same side of the map. So if they go A, they can all 3 save, and then they have guns for next. Because if they play like 1, 2 B and 1 on A here, they won't win anyway. So
Savage isn't going to kill 4 people long.
yeah,
Makes sense.
So
they play the percentages here.
the next quote that we had from you is, I think people figured out how to play CT side better overall, which makes it harder to go B.
Touche.
It's true.
Yeah, that's what's happened.
And that's bang on. But where do you feel the map's at now? Well, we're going to talk. We'll wait till we get
we'll
to
see.
it.
We'll
Actually,
talk.
hold
We'll
on,
take
you
it
know,
later.
I'm so excited about
Just
Ancient.
pulled all the spaghetti out of your pocket. Put it back.
Nothing's happening in the round, though. They're hunting them. This is good. I like this.
Yeah, the percentages
Oh,
don't.
Savage.
Oh no!
Savage. Do
Oh,
they
the
check him?
boost. The boost is gangster.
Oh, they check him. Savage.
Boost would be cool. Hello. 3 rifles saved. Everyone's happy. No complaints. Elian looks like he might be set for a Savage frag. If Savage gets ants in his pants, he's good to just pause, crowd in tons, and Elian is going to molly him out.
Gonna spread?
Oh, yes. Oh, dead man.
That's so frustrating.
Throwing a Savage on the Barbie.
Oh.
On the Barbie.
On the Barbie.
A shrimp on the Barbie.
Not bad.
All right, guys. In Australia, we call them prawns.
Throwing a
Not
prawn
shrimp.
on the Barbie.
So yep. And it gets
Oh,
worse as it goes
bugger.
down. Okay, they kept the AWP.
Yeah, the op. But the game is
Done.
Yeah, the round has already happened,
Okay. Wow.
unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
It was the round, if you not forget.
Yeah, it was the
So we
round.
already know how this one goes.
Yeah.
Unless that Sterling AWP is feeling fruity. Let's see this. Look at this. Gross.
Oh, God.
Is that deliberate so he can kind of have like a little one-way on the
Yeah, I think
peak,
they throw
right?
the one-way smoke. You throw it from
like
spawn.
stops the extinguish,
Yeah.
extinguishes the molly and lets you take the
It's
fire.
very good smoke.
I saw, who was it? What do we call them now?
Outsiders.
Outsiders had drilled, every player had the spawn corner smoke on long.
Yeah, I know this. That is so geeky.
It's geeky, but is it an advantage worth having, like
Yeah, I
worth
think so.
chasing?
It's very good.
Yeah.
But I think that the ROP smoke on Dust2, it changes the map.
The Xbox one that
Yeah,
lands real
it
quick.
changes the map.
Yeah, he can throw that from
It's like
spawn so quick.
In my opinion, it's like a maybe 65-35 CT map right now. But with that smoke, if you know it, it's
But he hasn't made it a
60-40.
secret. He told everyone how to do it. So is the only barrier to
hard to
entry
throw.
being a
yeah,
geek?
it's super hard to throw.
It's hard to throw.
Lucky for me, I don't play this. Oh my God, Sterling, man.
Because the smoke
Yeah.
the smoke lands like on the lip of the pallet, right?
Pixel perfect,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 pixels you can land on. But it changes the whole map for the
Oh,
team.
cool. And just when I thought like we'd kind of reached our peak with the hinge smoke,
Yeah.
we've ended up in the Matrix with ROPS. Crazy. And I love that CSGO actually, recognized it as well. Just seeing how their
that's
their
super
game,
cool.
like
Yeah.
their game straight up just keeps getting new levels to it from the players that are dedicating their lives to it.
Do you want to see Alex do this play-by-play the last round live? Like witness it
Yeah,
in the flesh?
show me.
All right, okay. So what would happen is I would do a preamble. Alex 15-6 right now. The guns are back out, but this is it for LFO. No kit in play. If we get into a post plant, they're going to have some problems.
Hazard alone on B3, lean there early, bomb loose, so no commitment as they'll go through their procedures.
Yeah, classic default spread here. Nickelback with a bit of room working through middle. But 3 leaning in the upper tunnels, and Elian posted with that
they're
AWP.
walking.
Yeah, B pressure coming through now.
APOG perhaps a chance at redemption. Hazard stands, delivers. Elian gone, but more coming in. He's ready, he's waiting, and he's fragging. Looks like we've got another round to play as they shut the door on Entropiq. I say that, Forrester, bomb on his back. He's looking sharp, and...
That nade lost him the round. He wins 1v5 otherwise.
Right, we've crunched the numbers.
I want you to cast this Alex like he's going to win it.
Janelle. Forrester around the smoke. 3 advancing towards his position. Ready, locked, loaded. Loads of time for him to work his magic. Forrester, the magician maneuvers to Sterling. This is the way in.
He has a sight if he
This
kills
is the way in if he gets that to happen. He does on the jiggle. Sterling says no, and we go again.
Okay, cool. So around they've converted there, 15-7. Is it back on?
I think it's too late.
Too late.
Too late.
But we do
But
get
it's
Ancient.
still a city map. It's not impossible.
Okay.
Impossible.
That's what we need.
Yeah,
we
it
need something.
it's very hard
of
now.
hope.
A little bit of hope.
Why don't you guys play Dust2? Oh, I shouldn't. Probably not going to answer them for that, am I?
I don't like it.
I don't know. It's not really my call, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I think Daniel came and then he was like, yeah, if I'm joining you have to play Vertigo. And then we started playing Vertigo and we were like, yeah, Dust2 is not very nice.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like this.
Nickelback's out and down. Nice find. Licky gets away with murder. Short-lived because Forrester exists. It's all that really matters.
He's nuts, isn't he?
Yeah. Definitely one to watch. If he can just replicate this form in a consistent basis, like Entropiq have got themselves a real pillar of consistency.
Yep.
It is Elian, right, where the discussion's been had. If you get a bit more out of him, especially against the top teams. There was a stat that SEO put out yesterday.
But I think Elian is a very, very good player. He's super hard to play against.
What makes him hard to play against?
He's just like this, like, what's the word for it in English? Like he's nasty to play against. Like he's just
Irritating?
Spots, yeah, irritating. Like he's in spots you don't expect him to be in.
Okay.
Unpredictable.
Isn't that
Yeah,
you
exactly.
in a nutshell?
Yeah, but he's an AWPer.
Okay.
He's an AWPer.
He's got the easy gun.
Exactly. So you just need to hit one shot.
All right.
He has the full body to aim at, you know.
Okay, how does Hazard and APOC win this 4v2 on A?
They're probably done.
What is he doing?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Crowd just straight up has led
Yeah,
shoot.
you can do it like that.
That work. Ah, you're right. That could work. And Hazard actually nearly getting knifed.
Dear.
You naughty boys. Trying
Has
to
there been any
strafe
knife
across.
kills this tournament?
Yeah. Amanek had
Amanek.
one yesterday. He had a 3K.
Oh, yeah, on short, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this.
I think also Monacy got knifed at A ramp yesterday on Mirage as well.
True. And Torzi got his revenge from his knife.
All right, well, that's it, guys. 16-7, but Hampus is going to stay with us. Next up, we got the desk, and then afterwards we have Ancient, and it's a map that Hampus likes, so we'll be digging and picking his brain. Stay with us.
I see a guy.
On the days you need motivation, you can look in the mirror. Well, that's kind of what the song says. In this case,